Imagine there's a killer watching you from the shadows. After every murder, he sends a letter to the police, mocking them. He creates secret codes. He threatens to blow up school buses. And the scariest part? He was never caught. This is not a movie. This is the real story of the Zodiac Killer. The 1960s were a time of peace, protests, and psychedelic music in America. But in Northern California, something darker was unfolding. A series of brutal murders would shake the nation and leave behind one of the greatest mysteries in American criminal history. It all started on December 20th, 1968. Two teenagers, David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen, were out on a date, parked on a quiet road near Vallejo, California. Suddenly, someone approached their car and shot them both dead. No fingerprints, no witnesses, no leads. 7 months later, on July 4th, 1969, another couple, Darlene Ferrin and Mike Mageau, were attacked in a similar way. This time, Mike survived. 3 days later, the killer called the police. He confessed to both crimes and then hung up. But this was only the beginning. Letters began arriving at local newspapers. Each one was handwritten, filled with cryptic language, and signed with a strange symbol, a circle with a cross through it. In the letters, the killer claimed responsibility for the murders and included a cipher, a coded message with over 400 characters. One line from the cipher read, "I like killing people because it's so much fun." And, "It's even better than killing wild game in the forest because man is the most dangerous animal of all." The code was eventually cracked by a schoolteacher and his wife, but the killer's name was never revealed. From then on, the mysterious figure became known as the Zodiac Killer. On October 11th, 1969, a taxi driver named Paul Stein was shot in the head by a passenger in San Francisco. This time, the killer was seen by witnesses, children who looked out their window and called 911. The police arrived quickly, but due to a dispatcher error, they were looking for the wrong suspect. The Zodiac walked right past them and vanished. Later, he wrote, "I was right there. You almost caught me." Over the next few months, more letters arrived, new ciphers, new threats. He claimed he would shoot out the tires of a school bus and pick off the children one by one as they ran. The city was paralyzed with fear. One man became the prime suspect, Arthur Lee Allen. He matched the Zodiac's general description. He owned a watch branded Zodiac, and he had a dark past. But despite heavy suspicion, police couldn't prove anything. His fingerprints didn't match, his handwriting didn't match, and his DNA, what little was available, was inconclusive. Allen died in 1992, still a suspect, but never charged. The last confirmed Zodiac letter came in 1974. After that, silence. Over 5 decades later, the case remains unsolved. Thousands of tips, dozens of suspects. And yet, no one knows for sure who he was. Some believe he's dead. Others think he's still alive, hiding in plain sight. He killed, he wrote, he disappeared. But one thing is certain. The Zodiac Killer is more than just a murderer. He's a shadow, a ghost in American history. A puzzle no one has solved. Maybe he's still out there,